No, I did. I remember you showing me.
Like I could shoot that bitch, bro. And now I get to actually do that shit on the game, bro.
Hell yeah. And it feel good, right?
Yeah, it feel
real
good, man. Cause at first nigga used to be pissed off like a motherfucker, bro. I used to be mad at a motherfucker.
Alright.
Pissed off cause 2K fucking me on jump shots and shit like that, which is dumb, man. Cause in real life, like I said, man, it don't matter what your shot and shit look like. If you do a few things, I found out just from shooting in real life. If you do a few things, bro, that's all you need to do is 3 things, bro. I got 3 things that I do. I lock in. I don't see shit but the target, the goal.
Right.
So I tell niggas when I'm playing against you and shit, I don't see you. As I'm shooting over the top of them, I don't see you.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I lock in. I put some type of arch on my ball. It don't matter what your shot look like. If you put some type of arch on your ball, you get your shot the 60% more chance to go in.
Right.
Just by putting an arch on it. Even if it hits the rim first before dropping straight through the basket, if it hits the rim, it has a better chance of bouncing in if it has more arc on it. Shooting it straight, it ain't gonna bounce like it. I mean, it will, but you have to have some damn good aim, precision. I can barely do shit. Like, but the motherfucker, like that's all a nigga gotta do, bro. Lock in, you put some type of arc on your shot. And you get some type of rotation on the ball.
Yep. Oh shit, good shot.
Niggas
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants.
He don't see shit but that goal.
Shit but that goal.
He see the nigga in front of him and shit, but the nigga in front of him gotta stop him from putting this bitch up. As quick as his release is.
Exactly.
So like, when he looking at the goal and he's sitting there feeding you all these combos and shit, then he decide that he wanna pull up or whatever it is. Hey, stop, Dakota, before I beat your ass. She had it first, leave her alone.
Garoppolo gonna bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
But he do that. He lock in, he put some type of arc on his shot. He's a small guy. He got you.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Philly, you playing through the Madden already?
Yeah, I'm playing with Madden now.
10.
Ass. Tell you the same thing I tell yo, kick his motherfucking ass.
I'm broadcasting the game.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Send it in a message.
But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come here.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Go on.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Garoppolo now. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Not ready yet. Damn.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
What a flag. Come on. Okay.
And go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
God.
It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And some room to work. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, hey, gun.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Joe Schobert leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Is this your first year, ain't it?
Yeah. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Man, coverage again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, God.
I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the
that
chains,
drop,
pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Like 80. 180.
McKinnon. And now running right through it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
McKinnon fitting in nicely as the feature back in this 49er offense. He's back there again now on 1st down. Here's McKinnon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Get out.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that.
Let's get this
That's
shit
a
together.
long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Detroit!
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
I wonder if he's going to pass him. I'm going to fuck up what he did it out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And Barkley will try to punch it in into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They give it to him running left. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece.
Get in there, bitch. Sprayed your ass.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here.
Okay,
this
let's
will
get
be a
it.
touchback, and it
Let's
comes
get
out
it.
to the
It's over now. No more
25-yard
scoring
line.
for this
The
man.
49ers offense making its
No
way back
disrespect to
out
him,
there.
it's just this
And
man
last
fucking
time
with
able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dalvin Tomlinson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything. Because
I can't get an interception. That's what kills me. This dude be getting tip passes, tip interceptions. I can't catch one.
Excellent yardage
And that was
there to
Landon
bring up a 3rd
Collins.
down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt
I
for
got
San
two.
Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And the Giants ready to come out now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. It's Kennedy. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's see what man.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more after this.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Kennedy. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective game nonetheless.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Hey, look, whatever y'all doing, man, stop.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
I ain't do shit, but keep coming in here telling them one another.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's caught inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No, check, Patriots!
Back to throw. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 18. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. A dump down to McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll look to throw here. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Able to shake him off. Escape, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Play action, Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This will be taken at the 10 and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. DeForest Buckner in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Back back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Saquon Barkley. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Game check talking shit.
Yeah. It's W's and shit, man.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Reuben Foster not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Garoppolo to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
12.
Now Garoppolo. Incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have him looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. His throw at the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Feed me to the ball.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Flushed out right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But it's all about the defensive side of the ball. Okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slide their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like
just hit the tray in the nigga's face.
Yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Shot that bitch and lean back and
the
everything.
Giants
like
offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is
okay.
paramount.
Shit, this
And you
nigga
got a
home
small
pure
cushion.
sharpshooter.
A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. They begin with a run by Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And the 49ers going to take another timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. He's to the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Flush to his right. He's got it. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before.